Yeah, what's going on, y'all? What's good? It's your dog Tidy, man. Just checking in real quick on this video. Hey, man, Michael Penix, he has been in the news recently. His name has been in the algorithm recently. He went on his Instagram and he made a very, very, very long caption in telling about, how he got it out the mud, as how everybody doubted him, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's very, very long. If you haven't read it, go to his Instagram, and I'm sure it's still up, and just read it, but it's real long. Now, my thoughts on that, I feel like this is a reaction from the criticism that he has been receiving lately, and probably throughout his duration in time since he's been in the NFL with the Atlanta Falcons. I know lately the headlines have been centered around the statement that Matt Ryan made about he was pretty much non-committal to Michael Penix in the press conference with Ian Cunningham, but I really think that was taken out of context, and also that made the headlines, and all the main media people started talking about it and reacting to it. And I think Michael Penix really has been doing what I'm doing right now, holding his phone in his hand and reading Instagram comments, reading Facebook comments, reading a lot of stuff the mainstream media are saying and reporting about him. And I think Penix needs to put his phone down, because at this point, Michael Penix, there's nothing you're going to be able to say on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, none of that stuff that's going to change the narrative or change people's opinions about you. You're entering your third season in the NFL, and you have 12 starts, and there's still a big question mark around whether or not you're truly going to be the franchise quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. So truly the only way that you can talk to people or respond to people, or like we like to say, clap back at people, you're going to have to do it on the field, bro. That's it. You're going to have to do it on the field. Now, don't get me wrong, I like some stuff that he said in that caption. It shows he has that fire and desire, like that old, I think that was Rick James and Tina Marie sung that song. Shows he has that tenacity, that grit in him, and we saw that when he got into that fight at training camp. But man, that was eons ago. You know what I'm saying? You're at the point now, Penix, you just got to prove this on the field, bro. If people question whether or not you can go in the center, and then you can put on Instagram, they're going to change their mind. You got to show and prove on the field that you can do it. That's where you at. You're in year 3. This is the critical season. The guys that draft you have been fired, so your protection is gone. You got new head coach, new general managers. They have no loyalty. They have no attachments to you. So you just got to come out here. You got to prove to the new administration you can stay healthy. To some extent, you got to prove to your teammates you can stay healthy, and prove to all of us that you're the guy that you say you are on that Instagram post. So I hope Penix don't make a habit of responding on social media like this, because you're essentially, at this point, you're supposed to be a leader of men as the starting quarterback. So, go upstairs and talk to your dog, Matt Ryan. Ask him how he dealt with all the criticism that he received in Atlanta. Because trust and believe, he received a lot. He received a lot of doubt from a lot of people in his entire duration in Atlanta. So, I just don't like to see these emotional reactions from the star quarterback. Even at time he started crying at the press conference, I didn't like that. But I'm going to check out with y'all. These bells are starting to ring, so it's going to be hard to hear. But I'll check with y'all when I check with y'all. Peace.